Costa Rica. 2 minutes into the second half of proceedings in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Spain still lead 3-0. In the first 45 minutes, it was 3-0. Yes, Spain. So far, so good. Getting the better part of their former colony. Yeah, Costa Rica. They scored every 10 minutes from the 11th minute. 11th minute, Olmo got the goal. 21st minute, Asensio. 31st minute, Torres. So 11, 21, 31. I say 11, 21, 31. Somebody was waiting for 41. No, that was a break. So there will be a break in 51. So let's wait to see if Spain will score from the 61st minute. So let's wait and see 61, 71, 81. So that we finish 6-0. 090 40,089, 090 41,889. 49 minutes gone in that game between Spain and Costa Rica. Ball possession 84% to 16%. 8 goal attempts for Spain, none for Costa Rica. 3 shots on goal for Spain, 0 for Costa Rica. 4 shots off goal for Spain, 0 for Costa Rica. From Spain's total of 7 shots, 1 was blocked. In terms of free kicks, Spain about 7. And then Costa Rica 6 free kicks. Corner kicks. Costa Rica yet to register 1. However, I get waiting. Costa Rica take past Spain. Now offside. I tell you now offside. 3 to Costa Rica, 2 to Spain. In terms of throw-ins. It is Spain 12, Costa Rica 10. Goalkeeper saves, none from both ends. Simply means one has not been well tested. The other one, all balls have gone through him. That's Josh. The door. That one, not Josh. Another one where Costa Rica take past Spain now fouls. Not foul. Normal foul. Not be fouls. 5 the way of Costa Rica and 4 the way of Spain. Ladies and gentlemen, Spain have registered total passes 634. Hey, Costa Rica 115 passes. Yes, 115 passes. 115 passes. 116 passes. 116 passes. That's 0.13% of the total number of passes registered by the Spaniards. No, the brain to the heart. See, President, look me, see the yimu. I said 0.13432% of total number of passes. You, bias with mathematician. You say?
It will show yourself.
And also know now mathematics. It will dead the head. Okay, tackles 8 the way of Spain, 10 the way of Costa Rica. In terms of attacks, 112 for Spain and 41 for Costa Rica. Dangerous attacks, 40 Spain, just 10 for Costa Rica. 090 40,089, 090 41,089. The odds on Costa Rica to win this game live in play right now is 75 odds. The odds for Costa Rica to turn things around, 75 odds. Go and play, 75 odds. Some have it as 80. 75, some have it as 80. Go play. We still have Julius Agawa right here in the studio with us. He's been to the World Cup, knows what it is to be like at the World Cup. at this stage, as teammates, if you have a team, your team is leading 3-0. You are the man up front. Will you do more of team play, or you still want to do more of I want to get the goals? Make we just the count time they go for these people.
Well, it depends on the opponent. If they are
stubborn, they don't want to die easy.
So you need to come back and defend what you have. But if it's a team that you see that you are just walking on top of them, I think it's better to keep on doing what you're doing.
Some people I hear things like, even when I call a score, you hear things like, it's overconfidence. They underrated. Is it true that some people underrate teams, or some people are just overconfident?
No, it's not. I don't think any team will underrate another team, because they are all players, footballers. They want to win. Every team wants to win. So there's nothing like underrating anybody. It's just that the level of seriousness you would have applied to a stronger team, you will not apply there.
Update. Now the application now we don't see.
Now.
They have applied a level of seriousness. Breezy, tell me that level.
Well, quite expected at this time, but definitely Spain, they don't continue to stretch the lead, and at this time it's 4 goals. Ferran Torres, the man that plays for Barcelona, he got the 4th goal at this time, top striker in the 54th minute. It is Spain 4, Costa Rica 0.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I can see love in Breezy's eyes. She's looking for a Spanish suitor.
That plays from Barcelona.
Yeah, Spanish guitar.
Again?
You don't want Spanish?
I like them dark, tall, chocolatey. This is not it.
No, there's some dark Spaniards too. Marcosena, no, you not be Spanish. You got no black. What is this, homie, they tell me. Oh, homie, what are you telling me, homie?
I don't know.
Marcosena, no black. We even get Nigerian Spaniard. We play for them on that 20 level. The name don't come up from my head, though.
That's why she's telling
me.
She like.
No, that name, you forgotten. Okay, 09041,089. Hold on. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Anthony.
You my first time. No, you called that first time. That's how I go do. So I will help you to reset your medulla oblongata. Say I be rude boy. No. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Non joke, sir.
Oh, sir, the bullet. What's your name, sir? Spain 4, Costa Rica 0.
Don't take anything now. Vicky, brother, me,
they greet you too.
Busy baby.
Good evening.
Now your father yes, so I just said I need to commentator for that if you watch the match through the television. That woman Sabio, he the same voice so two and that.
And my big sister be that.
That gets too much. You embarrass us, don't be small. He say country where no participate in the competition. He pay there for body.
Top prize Lipstone. Costa Rica, Spain, they lead Costa Rica 4-0.
4-0, make believe that one happy.
I ain't with the top now.
No wahala. I wish them all the best. No wahala. Maybe they win the score. But better they keep some goal against that match. This one is scored like say now water. I think this is one of the best teams now. They have scored 4 goals without receiving any goal. I think this is a good one for them. Let's see how it goes.
Right. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you. 09040,089, 09041,089. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Baba Femi.
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, and I'm actually talk. The Barcelona.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Brila, I hail you.
I hail you, Scatter. Welcome.
Oga Julius, I hail you.
Good evening.
My 2 hands and 2 legs always there for you, Oga Julius.
Better bring it down.
Yeah. You see, Baba Femi, I tell you, still I'm made in Barcelona, made in Spain. I mean, I will tell you that. You see what's happen. 4 goal contribution, Barcelona FC. This year, I think you need black guy. You now left back. Alexander Gaudi, you know like that one. That one black now.
What's going to happen?
That's going to be the South guy now. You don't need them. If you need them in the bench, you in the bench. In the bench.
How about that?
Well, I'm done. I'm done.
All right, thank you. Yes, Sunday Steven on ya. Zero 09040089, 09041089. The champions are, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Spain in the current lead. Then they knock Costa Rica 4-0. We'll soon go straight and get more expert analysis of views on why this thing they happen the way they go. Yes, on why it is happening the way it is. And wondering why Germany fell to Japan. Yes, at this point in time, you get to know why. He gets why, no be ordinary eye. I say he gets why. You have to look at it through the technical and tactical lens. Yes, I said technical and tactical lens. You have to dig deep to understand what is happening. That's why at this point in time, we'll go straight and join the chairman CEO of Brila Media, Dr. Larry Izamoje. Spain, they hammer Costa Rica 4-0. Germany were stunned, shocked, surprised by Japan. Yes, we'll get a look at it through a more tactical lens. Yes, and we are joined right now by the chairman CEO of Brila Media, Dr. Larry Izamoje. Kochi, good evening, Kochi. Good evening, Kochi. Oh, wow. Okay. We go the packet. Let's reload. Yes, 09040089, 09041089. In the meantime, it is still 4-0. Good evening, Kochi.
Good evening, Femi.
Yes, sir, Kochi. What a day, another upset, Kochi. First, we start off from Japan, Germany. What could have really happened, Kochi? How come?
Well, the loss was already enveloped before the first whistle. The Germans decided to do the politics around Qatar's hosting of the World Cup rather than focus on football. Seeing what many European countries were going to do in this competition, FIFA wrote to the European nations and indeed every participating nation to say, focus on football, leave things concerning human rights alone. Well, you see, Bernard Neuendorf, the president of the German Football Federation, did not take the letter from Infantino serious. He rather called his players and said they had to wear the One Love armband, and if FIFA was saying they will not wear it, once they got to the pitch, they must show FIFA by doing something when they post for their photograph. So rather than think football, he also announced that FIFA telling Denmark not to wear their human rights, carry their human rights banner was wrong. So he kept giving the players wrong signals, kept giving the coach wrong signals, even before they left their hotel room for the match. And so when they got to the stadium, it was a case of posing and covering their mouths as if to say to FIFA, cover your mouth, what you are saying is wrong. So boys who were ready to play football were not only thinking about football in spite of other saints that had played German football since they won the World Cup in 2014. And if you want to know those things, I'll be very happy to explain, because I heard one or two callers saying it's a World Cup of upsets. But we must tell them where these things started from.
Yes, Kochi, we need to know where they really started from. Even Julius Agawa is laughing. He wants to know.
Hello.
The double doctor.
I hear you. my hand up.
We are always ready to listen to your analysis of what you are going to do.
Yes. You see, when Germany won the World Cup, they allowed Joachim Löw to still continue as coach when he had given them his very best right from 2006. And so many players retired thereafter. Mesut Ozil, Bastian Schweinsteiger, name them, Sami Khedira, Miroslav Klose. So many of them left. Lam, the great right back. And Germany did not really start digging deep to get replacements. Until this day, they've not found men of that kind of caliber. And so it has been a problem for German football. When eventually, because of poor results, they decided to have Joachim go, they then looked back and said, oh, there was somebody who was his assistant up to 2014 from 2006. And that's how they went for a flick. And this guy was already coach of Bayern. And when he became the coach of the national team, he did not want to do things the way they did it, the way he and Joachim Löw did it and won the World Cup. He decided to change, to start doing his own things. For example, during the World Cup, after the World Cup, Joachim Löw continued to have Kimmich. You see, we don't follow too much of German football here, so this may be difficult for a few people to understand. So he said, with Lam out, let's have Kimmich do it from the right flank for us. And this man came and said, no, let's have Gundogan and Kimmich do it as defensive midfielders. Kimmich has not been happy playing for the national team as a midfielder. And again, when you talk about lines in the middle of the pack, so many who have criticized German football say Gundogan and Kimmich, they stay on the same line. At times they misinterpret each person's run. And at times they just start giving it horizontally to themselves rather than assisting play. But even before we talk about the midfield, I've just talked about the right back. Let's talk about the goal. There was a time Manuel Neuer and Stegen quarreled greatly. And so there's still that in quotes, bad belly. Now let you go to keep. You keep win World Cup. Another person will go enter since 2014. Again, he plays for Bayern. So people who see him, again, because their local league is very popular. It's the biggest thing to Germans in Germany. So they don't see others who go overseas to do business. And so that has been a sore point for German football. Now, let's come to the central defense. Central defense, since Boateng left, they've not been able to have the kind of defense that they had going to World Cup 2014. Lately, they all started saying Rüdiger is the best they have in the central defense. But Rüdiger left Chelsea, and now he plays for Real. And you will agree with me that the man who left Chelsea is not the man we are seeing today at Real Madrid. Added to that, they brought Nico and Nicolas to play with him in the central defense. And so you find that Nicolas Sula and Nico are the two guys that they experiment with because they both play for Borussia Dortmund. But we have found that this season they have not been doing their very best. And that is why so many say their game is still shallow and of low bed quality. So that has also affected the defense of the German national team. So you find problems in goal, problems in the central defense, and I've just talked about even the left back. The left back has been a problem. Jonas has also just recovered from COVID, just like Leon Goretzka. So he too has just recovered from some ailments, and here we are, the World Cup. So he found that today he was busy just taking out people who he was not sure of. And so this team, the man still does not know his first team. I think that's the central sentence. The German coach still does not know his first team. He likes players doing it from the middle of the pack. And so when Sané got injured, it was like a blessing to him because he just does not want to play what Joachim Löw played. So in the midfield, there's been that problem, and at times he has experimented with Ginter having to bring him in. And you found that matches they played, particularly the one they did against England, they did not do well. And even the one against Holland, they also did not do well. So it's been problems everywhere for that man. And of course, you find that today he tried Schlotterbeck and of course Rudiger and Sula. And you find that the young defender considered 2 penalties against England. And so that has been a sore point for him when he sees big-time games, when the stakes are very high. He remembers how he considered twice against England. So that has also been a problem. I mean, this coach has been experimenting. He does not have his first 11, so to speak. He tries this, tries that, doesn't want to do it the way his former boss did it, so I don't think he's copying somebody, and that's why Germany has landed themselves where they are today.
Interesting. So just becoming and not say you be copy. Coachy. But yes. Coachy, is there anything wrong in copying what is good and effective and productive?
Well, you know the ways of men. So that is what has happened. Perhaps because he went to Bayern to start coaching, he forgot clearly or does not want to show he still remembers what he did with Joachim Löw. Again, some will also say, if the thing was really working, why didn't it work for Joachim Löw after the big name players left? So the Germany that you talk about today, that I talk about today, is only Germany in name, just like Super Eagles in name when the great Aya Wonder and others were playing, and now. So when you talk about Super Eagles, people remember the days of old, not today's Super Eagles. So when you say Germany, forget it. This German national team is not like the German national team of Mesut Ozil, of Miroslav Klose. Since Klose left, Germany has been looking for a striker. Nobody. You see, it's like since Ara Wonder left, since Rashidi Yekini left, it's the same thing. Go to the defense. Since Taribo left, it's the same thing they are suffering in Germany. In the middle of the pack, we also do not have good midfielders. The same thing they are suffering in Germany. So only name is only the label left. The drink in the bottle is gone.
The drink in the bottle is gone. It has been reduced from 40% to 1%.
Family, you bad, though.
Yes, Coach, you know the shark again.
Yeah, but tell me, when you no longer have Sami Khedira, no replacement. You no longer have Schweinsteiger, no replacement. No Mesut Ozil, no replacement. Toni Kroos, Femi, no replacement. And then you come and bring names that we struggle to remember.
Wow, interesting. Hey, so
and
now
the FA playing the politics of football rather than concentrate on the World Cup chase, attacking FIFA, telling the players who want to play a match to first shame FIFA by covering their mouths when they took their team photograph just before the first whistle.
Wow. In other words, it's good to shy away from the politics. And focus on
and
the
again,
actual...
if you look at the attack, from the first time this man was appointed, he liked the play of Timo Werner more than that of Kai Havertz. And so with what has happened now to Timo, he's found himself relying on Kai Havertz. So how do you go to the World Cup and you are not sure who you really want to play? And then he gathered some very small names in football and thought those ones would be the ones to give him glory. No way.
Wow, interesting.
Musiala. Musiala. Hey, God. I beg.
Well, Coach, some other people will argue that it's like there is a kind of dearth in talents when it comes to the game. That's why we have a lot of people that are basically average, and then it's the coaches that are just taking the shine, trying to harness what the little they have. Too much money in football now, but less of the talents.
Yeah, it has gone very technical. You see, in those days, I tell you this, those great dribbles were enjoyed from the legs of Austin Jeje Okocha, who would not have enjoyed if he played now. Because these days they tell them to play lines. So you are told to play lines. And that takes me to why Spain is dominating Costa Rica this afternoon. One of the methods that Enrique used in preparing his team had to do with microphones. They bought microphones and put microphones, tiny microphones, on the training jersey of every player. And then he, as the leader, he calls himself leader. He says he's the captain of the team. So what Busquets wears is just the arms band. But the leader of the Spanish team is Luis Enrique, and that's why he said they should address him, leader. So he holds the microphone, and when a pass is coming to you, he tells you what to do. So he will just tell you, Asensio, start running. He will pull it to the left. Okay, pull to the left. And then you know, because he has told Asensio. So he was using microphones to teach the boys, to prepare their brains on when to turn, how to run, what to do with the ball. So if, for example, the ball is given by Azpilicueta to Busquets, he will now tell Busquets, go to your left. And tell the man on the left, start moving, he's sending to you. Yet he's standing on the touchline. So the players, he that way wired their brains and prepared them for what you are seeing today. Now, because it is easier to make younger players understand that kind of thing, he brought in 20 boys out of the 26 who are very young, who have not gone to the World Cup before, who will respect him, who are still impressionable. And so 20 of the boys that they registered had never gone near the World Cup trophy. And so he told them in the he told them in training and also in the dressing room, I have been to 3 World Cups. So when I talk, my Baba they talk.
That's why they don't score the 5th one now. You don't. They teach them.
5 joints.
Number 5 don't enter now.
So it is because of the kind of training. And then he was bold enough to drop some big names. Thiago of Liverpool, no space. There's a guy called Lago Aspas. In the Spanish league in the last 6 years, for 4 of the seasons, he was the top scorer. But because he's aging, over 30, how do you start talking to that kind of man? He needed boys who can still learn how to write with the left hand. And so he picked very small boys, but was careful enough to keep age and experience in the defense. So you find that today's defense, Jody Alba, you know how many years he done they play ball? Baba Azpilicueta, Laporte, and even Rodri, whose job is to get the ball even though you are a defender, but begin our game of possession football, advanced tiki-taka. That's what they are playing. So this man prepared, he rewired their brains in training. No plan go left or plan go right. Okay, you wrong. Microphone. I get many things our new coach need to learn. But we need to see your microphone.
Yes, sir. All right, interesting one. Okay, thanks so much.
And again, one other aspect.
Yes, sir, Kochi.
A guy is now telling the coach, you see what I'm doing, oh? So I'm playing for you very well so that you give me the hand of your daughter in marriage. Ferran Torres has as girlfriend a girl called Sarah, the daughter of Coach Luis Enrique. So in a family football, they go on there.
Family business.
Future father-in-law, see what I'm doing for you. So make sure you do for me when it is time.
He did do audition for son-in-law. He did audition for son-in-law.
And then his style is who best understands my style. It's not whether you play well for your club, he told Spaniards. In selecting this team, he said, they are going to play my style. And so if you do not understand my style, you will not be invited. And even if you are invited, I will judge you based on how well you understand my style. And so you find that with Ferran trying to impress future father-in-law, he emerged the highest scorer for them coming to this World Cup. Morata, all-time highest scorer of the boys in this team. But then he took ill not long ago, had some problems, and so they are just trying to warm him back into the thing. But you find like a man like Fati, who benches Ferran in Barcelona, who reduces the number of minutes he gets, does not understand the game of this guy, of Enrique, like Ferran understands. That's because the daughter also tells him, this is how my father likes football to be played.
Gives him expo.
So side coaching plus straight coaching. And that's why you've seen 2 goals from his boots. So make I leave you.
Coach, I don't want to see pass. The daughter going to give her Ozarum coaching. Thanks so much. Thanks so much to Chelsea. You're brilliant.
All right, thank you.
Hilarious.
Once again, greetings to Pajay and you all.
Thank you.
Right, bye-bye.
All right, man. Interesting one. I'm like I want this sweet though. Side coaching from the daughter of the coach. Hey, Breezy. Why saying I mean I play for your Palena coach. You come to give me, because they fall in love.
I don't know why I don't
They look into your eyes, all that they see you now, your papa. That's the strategy I'm going to see for your eyeballs. I'm going to score, go, Breezy. Nice one, nice one. That was interesting. Trust me. 09040,889 Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome, Sharafa. Hey.
Sharapa.
Please do call back, Sharafa Dean. Hello. Hello, good evening. No way. We're not going to agree. Hello. Master.
Uncle.
Hello.
Breezy, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, we greet you too.
Ogaji, they greet you. Good evening, sir. Yeah, Namaste, they talk.
You're welcome, Maxwell.
Yeah, made in Spain, made in Barcelona. And they get joy in us, and they and they tell you, all my players now, they don't book. And they talk to you now, and they're very, very happy. And my wife, if they enter, they enter small. They enter. Baba.
He's saying white paper, they enter small. Okay. 09041,089, 09040,089. Yeah, Brizzy will soon roll out some stats again.
All righty. Hello, who there? Good evening.
It's Alba again.
Sharafa, where now? Continue with the hear you.
Point tí mo rí bí mo nínú ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá ọ̀gá wa tó sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan kò sí wa ẹ̀.
Sharafa, you go speak English, oh. Speak pidgin. Speak pidgin.
Breezy, no, they hear you.
I know you're that one way they talk.
Hey, sorry. I apologize.
Oh, yeah, now carry go. Let's
What
hear.
I see in what our coach did in that time is that the point, I see one point is that the coach had 3 senior players in the team. In Nigeria, can we mention just 31 years old in that team now? Over. That is the only point I see on development of football.
All right, thank you very much, Harafa, for your contribution. All right, well, just ago talking about age, young players, and all that doesn't really matter because most people go talk say now experience with a blend of youth, but some teams are just pure youth, and some teams now pure experience.
I believe the mixture is better. Mixture of youth and experience, because you need that experience. That's why, if you look at this Spanish team today, you see almost the full defensive line. They are old timers. That comes with experience. So they allow the younger ones to be in front. You can go and express yourself. You can go and do whatever you like in front. But when it comes to the back line, he wants to be sure of what they are going to do there, because you don't need to go and gamble at the back line. You need experienced hand, to handle the back line for you. I think the mixture of both the old and the young is a good combination.
All right, Unai. Okay, I go sing serve the stats, but in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, you do know it is 5 goals now to Spain. I'm talking about Spain, of course, the Spanish side, and then Croatia. They never see anything Coleto. 5-0. It's now a whitewash. 83 minutes gone. Is there any comeback in this? I don't think ever. It will be magic. I think it will be magic if ever they even pull a draw here, but it's not going to happen anyway. Let's get your call. 090-40,889. 090-41,889. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, busy.
Yes, so good evening to you. What will be your name?
Nachuka they talk.
Oh yeah, Nachuka. Julius Agawanda in the building right here.
Agawanda, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
A pleasure talking to you, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Well done. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I don't really understand Spain. Wait, Costa Rica, you get to Costa Rica, do them?
It's football.
I don't really understand. 5-0. For waiting now, where I take an easy. Huh? Then I don't go score the other goals where they get for good for one match. For where? The nice one from them, Yes. All these young boys, they are blood and hot.
Yes.
Oh well, yeah, I know it's common. But I don't think like this. I beg, not too much. Ticket don't enter already. I beg, ticket don't enter.
Alrighty. Okay, let's quickly look at the stats in this game. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you go expect Spain to dominate every area, and trust me, that's the case. 83% ball possession to the Spaniards and just 17 to Costa Rica. Goal attempts for this full game. Costa Rica no get anyone. They call them the Croats, sorry, Costa Rica. But yes, 13 goal attempts to Spain, none to Costa Rica. 5 shots on goal to Spain, none to Costa Rica. 7 shots of goals to Spain, none to Costa Rica. Block shot, everything, not none. The only place where be like say the Costa Ricans won't get small leg for this game. Now we are free kicks there, where Spain get 15 and Costa Rica gets only 9. And then for corner kicks for this game, all the corner kicks don't go the Spaniard side, 5-0 to Costa Rica. And then when you look inside the total passes for this game, you would see now almost 1,000 passes now in Spain don't do for this game. 939. If I'm not mistaken, that's like 61 shots of 1,000 passes. And you see the counters with the follow on a talk, so they see the pass. And for the ones who they completed out of 939, now 882 passes. Now they almost, should I say, completed, yes, at this time, which means the Spaniards have had over 90% conversion rate when it comes to passes completed. And then if you look, Costa Rica, out of only 184 times where their leg don't touch ball for this full 85 minutes we don't play, so now only 127 and they move it complete, which means their leg they touch the ball, but the leg not they gum the ball. But maybe come back and go inside tackles for this game, 14 to the Spaniards and 20 to the Costa Ricans. And then for attacks, 166 times, 90 Spaniards don't come out score attack. And dangerously out of 166, it's been 61 dangerous attack for this Spanish side. For attacks to the Costa Ricans, 58 times they've been attacking, but dangerously it's been just 11, which says, of course, sums up rather the total stats will matter most inside this game. Now goes Spanish side 0, 5, I beg your pardon, and Costa Rica 0. And like this, we are now in the 86th minute of this game. Let's get your reactions. 090-40,889, 090-41,889. You know what? When we started talking, when I see those white jersey, and they mistake this Costa Rican side for Croatia because of those white jersey. But then, nonetheless, did you even have expectations of them doing anything wonderful in this game?
No, because we've seen some upsets already in this tournament. We were expecting that even if you don't have that bunch of talent in your side, or let's say world-class players in your side, you'll be able to put up a fight, or at least make it difficult for your opponent not to just breeze past you just like that. But today, I think the Spanish side were too powerful. They were too strong for the
Costa Ricans.
Yes.
Okay, Danny Olmo, I get the first goal. That one for 11 minutes. Marco Asensio in the 21st minute. I almost said Fernando Torres. Ferran Torres in the 31st minute. And then a penalty as well. And then we have Gavi without completed the scoring right here. And 5 goals it is in the second half to Spain, 0 to Costa Rica. Ladies and gentlemen, At this time, I'm sure the Costa Ricans are just praying, hey God, these small 5 minutes will remain. May referee blow whistle, but we they go. Because if he pass like this, they don't spell Costa Rica remain. Costa na COSTA, then a full 5. I just have to ask Julius Agawa, playing for the Super Eagles, or maybe in your time playing for any football club, did you have any whitewash beating to your team? Did you experience a whitewash, like maybe say, "Una no more expect a cordial beat on anyhow"? No,
I don't think so. Just a normal score line, 1-0, 1-1, 2-0, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2. That's the normal score line that you see, not 4-0, 5-0, 6-0.
Yeah.
When it gets to that point, I think you are demoralized. You don't even want to play any more. So. And you keep receiving more goals. Just like this, people are just waiting for the referee to blow the whistle because there's no way past this. You cannot do more because you are playing against a very, very strong, talented side, that can keep the ball. It's not like you are playing with your equals. Let's say, okay, you match each other out. Okay, let's see if you can get something. Even at 90 minutes or the extra time, you can see whether you can get something out of it. But this one, you are playing a very technical side, and they have ball possession. They have technical players that can, still want to score goals, and they can still score goals. So it's very difficult. It's going to be difficult for Costa Rica to, put something back of this game.
Of course. And it is now 89 minutes. 1 more minute of normal time before the referee blows the whistle. I'm not expecting a lot of time. I have 3 minutes for extra time because there's no coming back from this, of course. 090-40,889. 090-41,889. One more. Let me ask you just before the referee blows the whistle. There were selections, heading into this tournament. Say, okay, who be the team? So if you say the maker, many people did not pick Spain. Even till now, you still have people saying, Spain, no. But you go just say people going to say, okay, you see what we they talk. Referee blow whistle. Referee, I beg blow whistle. Make Costa Rica rest. But ladies and gentlemen, you heard Julius Agawa shout yes. And that yes goes to Spain still. It is now Costa Rica. 6 goals to the Spanish side at this time. Julius Agawa, do you think Spain at this point with this performance stand as favorites for the World Cup 2022?
Well, it's too early to draw that conclusion because this is just the first game they're having, and it's against Costa Rica. So as the tournament grows, the more the opponents you are going to meet are going to be difficult. So let's just leave it at that for now. But they are a very strong side. Sometimes even if you have a strong team, strong players, sometimes upset can still happen. But the Spanish side, they are always a great team to watch, a great side to always put up there to say they are favorite to win the trophy. But we don't know the opponent they are going to meet and what is going to happen. But, they are a good side, so they will always be favorites of the tournament.
All righty. You did hear it from the legend right there. Julius Agawa and Calasola. Now the man who scored the sixth goal for Spain at this time. The man, the 25-year-old man that plays for Paris Saint-Germain. Yes, the midfielder for Paris Saint-Germain. And now, Julius Agawa, the referee not be like say get joy. Can you imagine? Referee had 8 full extra minutes. That they beat person 6-0. You see they had 8 minutes. Maybe they score 8 goals, John. All right, let's get to the phones. The phone line 090-40,889 and 090-41,889. Who did here? Good evening.
Mr. Paul.
Mr. Paul, you're welcome.
Yes, I greet all of you in the studio.
Yes,
good evening.
What's the score now?
6-0. Now we just talk just now. 6-0. Spain, they beat Costa Rica.
This is just a template to tell you that Nigeria has really gone down.
Yeah.
That is the worst situation. This is Costa Rica we played friendly with. And they beat us 2-0. Costa Rica. And now receiving from Spain, 1 half dozen of goals. So I cry for Nigeria.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Football is not played that way.
I mean, you can't look at Spain and then say we are not on this. Come on, we're not on the same level.
Yes. This is just a parameter. It will tell you. Just look at that.
Is Spain the parameter you would set for Nigeria?
I'm telling you, we are in a worse situation now.
Okay, as you talk now, they don't score again. Oh, it is now 7. I say make the referee blow whistle. You know what? Yeah, it is now Costa Rica. Remember to make complete car. So now 7 goals to Spain now.
They beat us 2-0. Hey. All of them went there to. I don't understand. Those who are I do not. Do they see all these things and they don't feel it? Because they are making their pound of flesh from the whole thing. God bless them.
All right, God bless you too. Thank you very much for your contribution right there. Good evening. Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Austin Okebam. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Austin, you're welcome. Good evening. Julius Agawa is in the building.
Hey, Agawanda.
Good evening.
There's my starting man.
Good evening.
My brother, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Yeah, you gave us joy, but actually did not last long.
Thank you.
You know, against City, your goal against City. I see a better goal. Agawanda, whoa, inside the net.
Yes, Agawa. Back in the days, man. Those are very cool times.
I said the semi-final of the Nations Cup 2003. That goal against Senegal, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, my brother, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, yeah, the Super Eagles, the problem of Super Eagles, I think the Super Eagles the problem we have now is created by two people, two sets of people. And those people are the journalists and the International. And I tell you, when Ghana qualify for all the competition that he played in, and the semi-finals of the Nations Cup, and all the International, they are shouting. We are shouting. Ghana, do this, do that. And eventually they sacked him and brought in an International. What I say, 419 performance, 3 matches and the rest, you could not qualify for World Cup again. And I remember when they were given a chance, Olise messed up. He could not even win a simple match. And the International, when he is not favoring them, when their man is not there, when they are not getting anything from the coach, they keep shouting. You see, look at what is happening now. The problem is from the International. I think they should talk next. I like football to be won by any coach like the NFL, and the journalists also. They are the problem. Two set of people that who created this current problem we have now. And I'm giving you the fact. They sacked Ghana by the journalists and the International. NFL stepped down and because of those two guys I told you about. Now they sacked Ghana and brought in a Guavon. From a Guavon to this man, I don't even know his name.
Jose Pizarro. What do you mean by you don't know his name? Jose Pizarro, that's his name.
The guy, like, it looks more of an accountant like a football coach. It looks more of an accountant than a football coach. And if Ghana would have qualified for this World Cup, Nigeria would have been in this World Cup if Ghana was allowed to stay and do his job. How many years has he been with Senegalese national team? The Santos with Portugal has been there. Southgate has been there for years. Why didn't they allow that man? They said that he's not playing between football. We are in all the tournaments that man participated in. They say they're starting this. Look at, I think you journalists, we need foreign journalists to come in this country. Because the local journalists are cleaning our football with their local and primitive reporting. Sorry to say that. So I'm angry with the International and the journalists. They are the problem we have now.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Violence everywhere. Thank you for your violence. All right, today, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sister. My sister, how you doing?
My bros, you're welcome. Yeah. Julius Agawa is in the house.
Yeah, I greet you.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sister. Yeah, that man will speak that, and thank God, God will bless that man. Yeah, because me, I'm in support of that man. Because when all those journalists have been criticizing Ghana, and those International, they keep on criticizing Ghana. Now they see it. Yeah? Like all of us made this Nigeria. All of us will put it together. We don't go to World Cup. We come up for after group.
Are you there?
All of us will see them. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Wow. The two people have destroyed Nigeria football. Yeah. He just did the wrong man. And he said journalists are ex-internationals. My brother, you don't have problem. Just they watch, they listen. They listen sports radio, they enjoy that, they go. So journalists, so if nobody the sports journalists, you go even hear football. You go there, they battle for scarcity alone. So I better give credit to who credit is due. Yes, we dey sports. We tell you as it be and you dey hear them. And as the watchdogs, anyone where we see say no go where we go talk on the way it be. So cool down. Your bloody hell. The game is almost over, ladies and gentlemen. And then we'll wrap things up. We'll go back to meet our chairman CEO, Brila Media, Dr. Larry Zamoje. Oh, what a night it's been. The game between Spain and Costa Rica. Spain 7, Costa Rica 0. Yes, Spain 7, Costa Rica 0. Even as we count down to the final game tonight, Belgium versus Canada. Yes. Belgium at some point was the dream land of a lot of Nigerian footballers. Canada is currently the dream land of a lot of Nigerians, as if for jackpot levels. So it's full time already in the game. Yes, talking about Spain and Costa Rica. Spain are beating Costa Rica well.
So it is...
Yes, 7-0.
Costa Rica. They spell Costa Rica.
You remember? They leave the car for them. Canada will collect the remaining. Belgium, man. Yes, 7 goals to nothing. Spain, they fall into Canada, 7 goals to nothing. Right now, we go back to meet the chairman, CEO, Brila Media, Dr. Larry Zamoje. Kochi, it has ended 7-0. Kochi.
Somehow I regret that we did not go for this World Cup because nobody knows. Perhaps we would have been fed Costa Rica. And perhaps tonight we all would have been, or not perhaps, surely tonight would have been very, very happy. Let me tell you this. Apart from keeper Navas, have you heard of the following clubs? Herediano, Konyaspor, Millionaires. I didn't say millionaire.
Millionaires.
Saprissa, Alwedha, Colorado Rapids. Perhaps you've heard of that. So that tells you, compare the names you just heard, the kind of clubs you heard, to this, or these clubs. Manchester City, Barcelona, Chelsea, Villarreal, Atletico Madrid. So compare players from the other clubs to players from these other clubs, and then you see why we had it 7-0. Added to that, you see, for those who like placing bets, we advise do some research before you place your bets. Costa Rica would not have been in this World Cup if FIFA did not decide that CONCACAF and Oceania would have to do what they call inter-confederation playoffs. 7 matches, this Costa Rica side lost 6. They only won 1. And that was why they qualified behind Canada, Mexico, and the USA. That was how they qualified to do the inter-confederations playoff, Oceania versus CONCACAF. And then they took on New Zealand. And an Arsenal reject called Joe Campbell was the one who scored the lone goal with which they defeated New Zealand to book their place to face guys from Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, name them. So you can understand it. Again, because administration is poor in their country, it was just last year that they appointed the coach who brought them to this World Cup, Coach Sanchez. He had only 1 year to work with this team. And so when you have boys who are not from the hotbed of soccer, and you don't even have enough time to prepare, and you face a man who has played in the World Cup 3 times as coach, who is making his return to the post of national team manager of Spain, who was there in 2018 with them, left for Lopetegui, returned now, and has been coached since 2019, perfecting strategies, looking at a core defense of men of steel, and putting skill in front of steel, you are sure that the scoreline will be disrespectable. But the major crunch will be Germany-Spain on Sunday. And if the Germans lose the second match, that will really be another word for disaster for me.
Wow. Wow, interesting. We're just counting down to the next one anyway. This one is done already. Belgium, Canada. Normally, Kochi, that should be a stroll in the park for Belgium.
It should be, but Femi, if you know this generation of Belgian players, well, they do well when it's still the group stages. One word we have for them is that they are very good in disappointing. Another name for them can be Amaka, because they like disappointing. So we believe that they will come out of this group, but with this collection of boys who play for Belgium, so good individually, but collectively have failed even their countrymen and themselves. Will they get it right this time?
All right. Interesting. Kochi, thanks so much. The Chairman CEO of Brila Media, Dr. Larry Zamoje. Thanks, Kochi.
Thank you, Femi. Thank you.
Thanks, Kochi. Wow. Okay, guys. Man. I said this World Cup this week, they go. Yes, we've got Gilos and Fosagawa still right here with us. The Breezy says we've got huge bills to pay, right?
Yes, sir. It's popping heavy.
Yeah, popping heavy. So let's go straight with pay bills and start warming up for the next final game for the day. Belgium